7 days on the Norwegian Encore, sailing out of Seattle to Alaska.
Hello, welcome aboard.
Hello. Walking up to the ship felt unreal. Checking in was a breeze, and finally getting to my room, that's when it all hit me. This trip was happening. So here's my cabin. It's not bad. Just a little tour. Got your bed, you got a little sofa, and look at this. They got me some happy birthday here. A gift for me. See what this is. Oh wow, a happy birthday cake. Isn't that cute? Thanks, ladies. It's the bathroom. Today is August 31st, and we just boarded the Norwegian Encore cruise ship. Joining me on this trip, we have Shayla and Francis. This Alaska trip, I believe, stops in Juneau. We stop in Ketchikan. We stop in Skagway, and I believe we stop in Victoria as well. Never been on this cruise, but heard great things about it, so I decided to come and check it out for myself. So I'm excited to see what it has in store and can't wait. After settling in, the day quickly turned into a celebration. The ladies surprised me with a birthday serenade, followed by cutting the cake and sharing slices together.
Happy birthday, dear Roger. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah. Alright, now do the Stevie Wonder version.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Here we go.
It was for him anyway.
Oh,
Well, thank you, ladies. I appreciate that.
our pleasure.
Enjoy.
From there, we headed up to the top deck for the sail away party. As Seattle's skyline faded into the distance, music filled the air as the folks danced their hearts out beneath the open sky. Later that night, the birthday festivities continued with a lively dinner at Teppanyaki, where laughter mingled with the sounds of sizzling plates.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Roger. Happy birthday to you. Call this one tamagoyaki. I like to call this one.
It would be so hot during the day, but then
The celebration didn't end there. We stopped by the ship's club for a vibe check before catching a set by the Sunshine Band. Their energy carried us through the night, the perfect finale to a day that was just the beginning.
Granny wanna sleep. Granny wanna sleep. That's her bedtime over there.
After an unforgettable first day, the adventure was only just unfolding. Day 2 would bring a slower pace, new discoveries, and a chance to dive deeper into life on board. The morning began with the ladies heading to the gym while I opted for a more leisurely start. We were united at breakfast, which offered a wide variety, everything from fresh fruits to pastries and hearty hot dishes. Plates were full, appetites satisfied, and with no complaints, we were ready for the day ahead.
Coffee pastries, here we go again, Mama. How can I resist you? Yes, we are here for coffee. Small, yummy, yummy pastries, Mama. How can I let you go? Coffee pastries.
The rest of the morning was devoted to exploring the ship and getting our bearings. Along the way, we sampled a few of the onboard activities. Canvas by You for creative outlet, a lively thriller dance class that had everyone moving, and even a wine tasting event. Some activities came with an extra fee, most were complimentary, making it easy to fill the day with fun. But the real highlight was the Choir of Man. More than just a show, it was an experience. The performers pulled the audience in with music, humor, and sheer energy. Soon, everyone was singing, clapping, and swaying along. It was easily the best performance of the entire cruise. Later in the day, I found myself in the observation lounge, a quiet retreat with panoramic views of the ocean. It became one of my favorite places on the ship, a peaceful corner to relax, reflect, and watch the endless horizon stretch ahead.
Day 3. We're in Juneau, Alaska. About to check out our whale watching tour and Mendenhall Glacier. Here we go.
After a full day exploring life on board the Norwegian Encore, it was time to step off the ship and into Alaska's wild beauty. Day 3 was all about Juneau, the capital city of the 49th state, tucked between mountains and sea. It's the only US state capital you can't drive to, reachable only by plane, boat, or as the locals like to joke, the birth canal. I booked my whale watching and Mendenhall Glacier tour through Norwegian for $279, a 5.5-hour experience that promised a glimpse of Alaska's raw beauty. We docked around 2:30 p.m. and by 3 p.m. we were on our way. The first stop was Mendenhall Glacier, a sweeping river of ice about 13 miles long, nestled in the Mendenhall Valley and protected as part of the Mendenhall Glacier Recreation Area.
So we're on the trail. I think this is the photo point trail. And it should take about 15 minutes, I think, to get there and back. We ain't got that much damn time, because we got to be back on the bus at 5 o'clock. What time is it? It's almost 4 o'clock. 3:51. That's not a lot of damn time.
The short walk, just a third of a mile round trip, was lined with fresh mountain air and postcard-worthy scenery. I had hoped to reach Nugget Falls nearby, but the time was tight. Instead, I soaked in the view, snapped a few photos, and tried to absorb the scale of it all before heading back to the bus.
It's breathtaking. It's so beautiful. Like it's just so surreal when you look at this in person. Never thought I would see a glacier in my lifetime, so it's actually a great experience to have.
It's been amazing. I mean, it looks beautiful, like a portrait, you know. It's just like breathtaking. I love the experience. It's really relaxing, really nice. The weather is nice. It's just really beautiful.
All right, bye-bye Glacier. Wish I had more time to explore more. The lady on the bus says this will not be our last visit. Maybe she's right.
Next came the highlight, whale watching. Juneau is one of the best places in the world for it. So reliable, most tour operators offer refunds if you don't see a whale. We boarded our Allen Marine Tours vessel and set off across glacial waters framed by snow-capped peaks.
Francis, you excited?
Very excited. I want to see a whale. I want to see the biggest whale they have. And I want to see a little baby whale too.
Whale watching takes patience, a virtue I don't always have. Still, the wait was worth it. We spotted a few whales surfacing, releasing plumes of water before slipping back beneath the surface. I'd secretly hoped for the classic full breach, but that's a rare sighting. Nothing like the choreographed show at SeaWorld. Even so, seeing these giants in their natural habitat was thrilling. I scrambled to capture the perfect shot, often a beat too late, but still came away with decent videos. Imperfect, yet unforgettable. Along the way, we also saw sea lions and bald eagles, and every turn revealed another breathtaking view of Alaska's wilderness. By sunset, it was time to return to the ship. Between Mendenhall Glacier and whale watching, the day had disappeared in a blur of icy blues and salt air. That evening, we regrouped for our second specialty dining experience at Onda, a warm and elegant close to a day spent immersed in Alaska's untamed beauty.
Day 4, and we are in Skagway, Alaska. Time for the White Pass Scenic Railway ride.
After a day of glaciers and whales, the Norwegian Encore carried us deeper into Alaska. By dawn, we had reached Skagway, a frontier town where gold rush history and mountain scenery converge. We started early, stepping off the ship at 7:45 a.m. to board the Wide Pass Scenic Railway at 8:15. The 3-hour round-trip journey booked through the ship for 179 promised sweeping mountain views and a glimpse into one of North America's most historic routes. The train car were rustic yet inviting, with 2-person bench seating, a bathroom in the front, and open-air platforms at either end, perfect for catching crisp mountain air and snapping photos. Since cabins are assigned for the full journey, I didn't mind where I sat because I planned to spend plenty of time outside with my camera. Built more than a century ago, the White Pass route once ferried miners from Skagway to the Yukon in search of gold. Today, it delivers passengers into the heart of the towering peaks, waterfalls, and sweeping valleys. Some travelers opt to ride the train one way and return by bus for a different perspective. Others combined it with excursions like dog sledding or glacier hikes. I chose round trip so I could catch anything I missed on the way back. It was a memorable ride, though for me, probably a one-time experience. When the train returned, we disembarked downtown to explore Skagway. Tucked between mountains and water, yet landlocked by Canada, this little seaside town rose to fame during the late 1890s gold rush. More than 1 million hopeful prospectors passed through here, braving snow and wilderness to chase their fortune. When the rush ended, Skagway shrank to about 1,000 residents. Today, its new goal is tourism. Over 1 million cruise passengers arrive each season to hike, sightsee, and wander its historic streets lined with eateries and souvenir shops. The town itself is compact, easily walkable. We stopped to sample Klondike's famous fry bread or doughboys. At $8 each, they're pricey, but still sell $350 to $500 a day to eager cruisers waiting in long lines.
How is it?
It's like a glazed donut with cinnamon, or like a churro.
It reminds me of like elephant ears from the youth fair. It's good.
Yep. This is where they used to sell those things back in the day, Sheila.
Oh God.
Everything was for sale. Randy, you look like you're enjoying this too much.
She does.
Yeah.
She's a hoot.
Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that one.
During the gold rush, Skagway boasted more than 80 saloons. The most notorious was the Red Onion Saloon, which served liquid courage with a side of scandal. Today the saloon remains, but the bordello is gone. Custom guides now tell tales of the good time girls who once worked upstairs. We tried to get a bite there, but after standing unacknowledged for 15 minutes, we drifted back to the street and eventually to the ship. Back on board, the night was far from over. I stopped by the Latin Fiesta to soak up the energy before heading to karaoke, the highlight of the evening for me. Singing under the ship lights after a day steeped in history was a good way to wrap up our Skagway adventure. Day 5 was all about Glacier Bay, and there's nothing like waking up, sliding open your balcony door, and stepping straight into that view. If you can swing it, a balcony cabin is the way to go.
How you liking your glacier views?
Loving the glacier views. Alaska's beautiful.
For me, cruising Glacier Bay was one of the most anticipated parts of the entire itinerary. On Glacier Bay Day, the crew opens the bow of Deck 8 to guests, normally closed, so everyone, even those without balconies, can get front row views. My balcony was stunning, but I still went to the bow a few times to grab shots head on, instead of just from the side. We lucked out with the weather again. Blue skies and no rain, which locals said is rare since it rains almost daily in Alaska. Temperatures hovered in the 50s, so a jacket was a must, especially up front. I had been expecting towering walls of ice on both sides like a scene from Ice Age, but the reality is more subtle and still beautiful. The two glaciers we saw were the Marjorie Glacier and the John Hopkins Glacier. Marjorie is famous for its deep blue ice and frequent calving. John Hopkins is massive, about 12 miles long and a mile wide, with ice stretching 250 feet above the water and 200 feet below. The most dramatic moments were the Calvin. First, a thunder-like crack, then a giant splash of block of ice plunged into the sea, sending ripples across the inlet. National Park rangers boarded in the early morning, answering guest questions on the bow and even hosting a few short talks. Some lucky cruisers spotted mountain goats along the cliff. Sadly, not me this time.
Bon appetit, everybody.
The day ended with dinner at Cagney's Steakhouse, a toast to an unforgettable Glacier Bay and excitement for what lay ahead on the rest of the cruise.
This is what you gotta do to get on the shuttle to go downtown.
After days of planned excursion, day 6 in Ketchikan was deliberately left unscripted, a chance to wonder. Disembarkation, however, was anything but leisurely. The line to get off the ship was a long one, and once ashore, we still had to hop on a shuttle before reaching town. But once we stepped off the shuttle, everything slowed down. Downtown Ketchikan is compact and easy to navigate, even if you're just in port for a few hours. We stroll along wooden sidewalks, lined with gift shops and one-of-a-kind boutiques, ducking in and out to pick up souvenirs. A few totem poles popped up along our route, perfect for photo ops. If you're a shopper, save your energy for Ketchikan. This is the place to do it. But the real showstopper is Creek Street. Once Ketchikan's red light district, it's now a historic boardwalk built above a salmon stream. We lingered here for a while, watching wildlife dart below the planks and listening to the steady rush of water. Even without exploring every nook and cranny, the atmosphere felt distinctively Alaskan, colorful, rustic, and alive.
You should go inside and meet Dolly. Her granddaughter is inside. Shayla, it says if you can't find your husband, he's in here.
Shut up.
You should go inside and look for him.
Should I look?
We gotta probably go inside. Hi.
Hello.
Are you like-
No red light district. $10 a person, cash only. Come to Dolly's house. She never did accept that of you guys, and I'm just tour guide Dolly, dressed up only.
Are you like her great-great-granddaughter?
Oh, I wish.
You wish?
All these beautiful antiques would be mine, sweetheart.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm just tour guide Dolly, dress up only.
What, are there women in there?
Oh no,
What the hell am I doing in there then if no woman in there?
it's a beautiful museum.
No.
Pretty little lady, I've had some boas. I'll dress her up. She can be nighttime for you.
I got her all the time. I want to see new ones. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Have fun, you guys.
Alrighty. So Sheila, how was your Ketchikan experience?
It was interesting.
It was interesting.
We saw some interesting things.
Yeah.
It's a cute little town. Very small though.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know.
I like Ketchikan better than Skagway. I feel like there was a little bit more to do here. It's also very scenic and it's a pretty town. I like the colors. It's a bit kind of like old, but it has that character that you want to see when you go to a new place. So it's chill. I liked it.
Okay.
Time went quickly. Getting back on the ship took almost as long as getting off. The re-embarkation line stretched along the dock. We toured with booking a beer-watching excursion, but decided against it, worried about cutting it too close. In hindsight, our unplanned day gave us exactly what we wanted, a taste of Ketchikan at our own pace, even if we left wishing we had more time.
She ate so much she can't even move.
I did. I ate way too much food.
Wow.
It was good though. It was some good food.
From my balcony, I watched the town dissolve into mist and mountains and couldn't help but feel grateful for the journey that brought me here. Our final day aboard the Norwegian Encore was about slowing down and savoring the last moments of the voyage. After 6 action-packed days, I spent most of the daylight hours tucked into one of my favorite corners of the ship, the observation lounge. This bright glass-wrapped space became my sanctuary at sea, a place to drink, read, scan for whales, or simply watch the endless blue drift past. I'm grateful to Shayla and Francis for joining me on this adventure, and again, for the birthday cake and thoughtful gift. The specialty dining options were a highlight. The drink package kept our glasses full, and our steward Ricardo was a star, greeting us by name and keeping our stateroom spotless. Norwegian, if you're listening, I'd love to see better Wi-Fi, bottled water included in the drink package, and most of all, longer stops in port.
Yes, the last stop on the cruise. We are in Victoria, British Columbia. Now we just got off the ship. What time is it? 8 o'clock?
7:50.
7:50, and we have to be back on the ship at 11:30. That's not too much time to explore, is it? So we will see what we could explore in that time frame.
By evening, we were docked in Victoria, British Columbia, a city famed for its gardens and blend of British tradition with laid-back Pacific Northwest soul. With limited time after the shuttle, we simply wandered downtown, strolled through Canada's oldest Chinatown, paused at the glowing Parliament buildings, and walked the inner harbor. Even at night, Victoria offered a graceful farewell to our journey. As the Norwegian Encore made its way back to Seattle, I thought about everything we had seen in just 7 days. Glaciers calving into icy waters, whales surfacing beneath misty skies, gold rush towns frozen in time, and afternoons spent on the observation deck watching the horizon roll by. In a place famous for rain nearly year-round, we've been unbelievably lucky. 7 days of clear skies, each one opening up Alaska in a way few travelers get to see. This trip wasn't just about the ports or the scenery, but about the people who shared it. The friends who laughed beside me, the crew who welcomed us like family, and the small moments in between that stitched the whole experience together. Unlike my usual go-go-go travels, this cruise unfolded at a gentler pace and time to actually breathe it all in. Alaska made me feel both humbled and renewed, and I know this journey will stay with us long after we've disembarked. Until the next adventure, thank you for coming along for the ride.